Hey, Scrappy Planner people, it's Tracy Reed here today, and this is a bit of a longer video today because I am setting up my entire October personal, or no, it's an A5 planner today with the Cocoa Daisy Autumn Whimsy collection, and it's a little bit of an involved process involving making bookmarks and pockets and dashboards and all kinds of things. So I hope you'll stick with me while I play around a bit. This is sped up quite a bit and it's still 22 minutes long, so many apologies. So right now I'm taking the dashboard divider kit that you can get as an add-on to the Cocoa Daisy collection, and I am choosing which dividers I want to use. Now I am trimming down these beautiful color blocked inserts that you get every month, and I like to washi tape these to my daily inserts a week at a time for my meal planning. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to grab this stripy washi tape and I'm just going to tape right along the edge here on this color blocked paper, and then I add the excuse me, add the daily page to the other side, cut off the washi, and now we've got like a little flap that is perfect for all of my meal planning every week. I really like to use the daily pages for my daily to-do lists. I find them very useful, so I'm always looking at them. So the meal plan is a perfect place for it, or the weekly pages is a perfect place for the meal plan. I'm going to cut my holes into each of these dashboards, and now I need to add tabs to them as well. So the Cocoa Daisy die cuts always come with tabs, and I like to staple them on to my dashboards because that's the easiest way to make them stick. And then of course I want them to be even down the line, so spacing them out beforehand. Tim Holt's tiny attacher always comes in handy. I got that from a viewer, a best viewer ever, who watched me struggle with my real large stapler and couldn't take it, so she sent me a tiny attacher. So sweet. Need another dashboard in the back here. I want to do the don't forget to be awesome. So I have changed out the way that I've planned in the last couple weeks, and I have a planner now specifically for my fitness journey, so I don't need a fitness section in the back, but I am going to add like a little section back there for notes, for memory keeping, something. So I needed a fourth divider, so I just created one for back there. I'm going to add these stickers to each one of the days, and I am certainly not going to make you watch me do that, but I'm going to do it for the entire month. I like to add the date stickers before I do any sort of plan with me's, because otherwise I will definitely lose track of the dates, or I will lose track of the stickers I'm using for the dates or something. So what I do is I add the number stickers, and then I take a little piece of the patterned washi stickers that you get in the collection, and I divide Saturday and Sunday right down the middle. So I'm getting out the Daisy Weeks subscription because it has little washi stickers that are pretty perfectly sized for this thing without having to waste too much of it. So I'm going to do the same thing for the whole month. Not going to bother with dividing up Saturday and Sunday in that week because I'll probably switch to my other planner for that week, or my next planner, my November planner. So now I need to work on the October monthly spread, and October is going to be very busy for me. We are going to California the first week of October for my brother's wedding, and so the first and second week are very busy with flying and weddings and rehearsal dinners and haircuts and barbecues and all kinds of crazy stuff for vacation. So I need to make sure I have a monthly view where I can keep track of all that. So I'm just going to set up the very beginning of the monthly planner or the monthly spread because I'm sure I will definitely need to add to it. Throughout the month, I already know that I have to add basketball stuff for Joe because he's just added basketball to his repertoire. So I realized that I don't need to menu plan on a day that I am not home, so I moved that one to Wednesday, which is the first day we are home. And then I'm going to realize that I don't need to menu plan on a Wednesday and a Sunday, so I'm going to have to remove that second menu plan. But first I'm going to trim them all so that they fit in the boxes. Just using an X-Acto knife and a straight edge to cut them all off. I learned that from other planner videos. I never thought about that before, but it's so much easier than peeling it up and using scissors. So hooray for that. There we go. So I've got all the menu planning down, which is something I do every week. I'm looking for like the basic stickers like you know, payday and all of that. I'm going to block off the time that we are in California. And then I also need to do the same thing with a different color washi because we have fall break with the kiddos. And it kind of sort of overlaps the same weeks that I am in California. So I'm going to do that for both events. Blue for California. Fits just perfectly. Phew! And then this is fall break for the kids, so I'm going to add a second line. And I'm just going to do the work week instead of bothering to do it over the weekend too, because obviously they would already have the weekend off, so I don't need to stress about not having enough washi. There we go. Okay, both weeks are blocked off now. And I'm probably playing with my computer. I like to watch videos while I make videos, so there's that. What I said I wanted to do here is use this entire strip of washi to block off these first few days in the planner. So I cut the whole block off because I'm going to be using like the gutters that you normally wouldn't use as well, which are like the really thin strips, because I just want the whole block of washi to like be a pattern block to block off these days, which are not October. Putting that tiny, tiny washi is so hard. Luckily, those all came off together, which they didn't stay that way, but I thought maybe it would work well. It did not. Little tiny strips. The things that we do. There we go. All right, one more strip. So now I've got the last few days of September, the first few days of the week blocked off. And I like the way that that pattern looks. I thought that the pattern on the washi looked really pretty, like as one big block, so that's why I wanted to do that. I'm gonna add a couple payday stickers, and of course there's not enough payday stickers in this format for all the paydays. You know, there's only 2, and most people get paid twice a month, but we get paid. My husband gets paid 3 times this month just because of the way that the weeks work out, and then I get paid too. So I need more paydays. So I decided to use the little money things for the opposite paydays. All right, that works. So here's me figuring out that I don't need to menu plan on a Sunday when I just menu plan on a Wednesday. I can menu plan Wednesday for a week and a few days. Adding the groceries. And I'm going to add in some stickers, or at least attempt to. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that like notes section on the right hand side. I never really use the notes section. Do you use the notes section? Let me know in the comments below if you use the notes section and what you use it for, if it's something other than notes. I never found that I needed like notes on my monthly view, so I always kind of leave it blank. I guess I just need to start decorating it. Okay, so now I'm adding the stickers for all of the events while we're gone, and it makes it super top heavy, but as I work my way through the month, I will add more stickers in, I'm sure, and it will start working its way down. So Thursday we have the rehearsal dinner, Friday we have the wedding, Saturday we are going out dancing with friends, Sunday we have a barbecue, Friday I have a haircut, Wednesday is when we fly out, and then we fly home the following Tuesday, so I needed labels for the entire thing, and I actually really like the way it came out. I like the hexagons for the two main events. That's fun. October 23rd is my 15th wedding anniversary, so I've got Celebrate Us on the 23rd. The 27th is my brother, the one that's getting married. It's his birthday, so I've got a block there as well. And then, of course, the 31st is Halloween, so I put the cute little Happy Halloween sticker on there. I will fill in all of like the dates off camera, all of the things off camera, because nobody needs to watch me write all of those things down. I need to add the stickers to the tabs. So I got month at a glance, daily pages, weekly, all of that. I think I'm going to put notes down on the bottom. So I decided, like I really loved this vellum. And I decided that I wanted it in two places. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two bookmarks out of this vellum. One to mark the month at a glance and one to mark the day at a glance. So I've punched holes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tab as a template for actually cutting the vellum. I'm not going to leave the tab on there. I'm just using it as a template to cut the vellum and make it a little tab at the top. And I'm going to do the same thing again with the other one. And I'm actually going to snip the holes so that I can pull the bookmarks easily in and out without having to open the rings. But I haven't done that yet. So creating the second bookmark, so pretty. Love these. These are definitely going to be something I save in the future for other planners because they're just so pretty. I was trying to decide that I would use the daily to-dos in the beginning of September as well, or I mean the beginning of October, the end of September as well, but I had exactly enough for the entire month, so I couldn't do that. Adding a couple stickers to these tabs, so I'm going to have one that says today and one that says this week, or this month, this week, I don't know, one of the two. I'm going to trim these down a little bit. I wanted the bigger ones, but they were too long, so I just trimmed them down. Sticker surgery, simple sticker surgery. There we go, now it's marking my dailies and my weeklies. Cute, cute. I'm going to add a little sticker to each of these meal planning days that says meal plan. And of course I'm one short, womp womp. There's like an extra week in October, just the way that the days worked out, so I didn't have enough. I was looking for another one, but I didn't see any. Dun dun dun. Okay, so now I don't know what I'm gonna do. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's figure it out together. Probably add more to this page. Oh yes, okay. So I realized that there's voting in October, so I put a little sticker down for voting, and also there is a school transfer window that opens up on October 1st, so I wanted to put a note to remind myself to put in the transfer for my son's school next year. So I added dates to those, or added stickers to those dates, which made it even crazier cluttered up at the top. I wanted to layer, but that was a little too far in. There we go, that's better. Ish. I swear, I move stickers so much. I need my pages to be like magnets instead of stickers and paper. Just magnet all of these beautiful stickers on there so that I don't have to pull them up so much. So now I've decided that I want a pocket in the front. And in order to do that, I'm going to use the folded paper that comes in the planner kit. I'm trying to decide which one I want. I'm going to use this pretty wood grain one, and I'm going to actually cover the front with this changes in the air page. And I'm using it as a template to trim this paper down first, just height-wise. I was going to trim off the edge, and then I realized, no, I want to fold in the edge. So I'm going to instead use my scoreboard and create folds. Then I realized I scored it backwards because I want the brown to be on the inside, or on the outside, and the yellow to be on the inside. So I scored it backwards, and I needed to rescore it. So now I'm going to fold it in. And I actually realized that I do this wrong part of the way through the process. So first thing I do wrong is I cut this corner right, and then I cut this one backwards. Dun dun dun. So silly. But that's okay. I make a quick fix for it because I realized I hadn't cut down the pocket yet, so that cut off the majority of my mistake, and then I cut off the rest. Phew! Saved by the lack of preparation. Then I glue these down when I shouldn't have yet. Everything's a learning process for me. So instead of folding up the bottom, which is what you would normally do on these pockets, I'm going to use another piece of paper to create the actual pocket part. And each side of this folded piece of paper is about 6 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down this paper to 6 by 6, and then I'm going to cut it diagonally from corner to corner to create 2 triangles, basically. And that's going to create the pocket for each side. Now in order to get this to stick down right, all I had to do was put some glue along the bottom, but I put it along the edge as well because I'm a dork. So I'm going to have to go back in and take that sticky off the edge so that I can actually stick things in the pocket. But I haven't realized that yet because I do it on both sides. So smart. I think I realize it when I go, oh, I can't put anything in this pocket. Of course, I started having tape runner issues. There we go. Okay, so this pocket's super cute. I love the way it came out, but now I need to make it actually usable. So it's got to come back apart again. Here I go trying to, why did I put sticky along the edge when the sticky is on the outside, and that will hold it in just fine. So I'm just rubbing off the ATG tape, which is really simple to do. And I do it again on the other side. Now I have somewhere to store my stickers in my planner so that they're easily accessible and I don't have to dig through my stash for them every time. And I said that I wanted this changes in the air on the outside of the pocket. This is a really beautiful dashboard, and I hadn't used it as a divider, so I wanted to make sure that I got to use it, so I just put it on the outside of this pocket. And then once I have that done, I can add in the holes. So I'm going to use this as a template. I don't have a 6-hole punch. I don't need a 6-hole punch. I'm perfectly fine just doing holes individually. Actually, I find that there's more control that way, so it makes me happier. So look, pocket in the rings. That makes me so happy, and it's made me happy every time I've opened up this planner since then. So cute. One thing I did notice is that I put all of the big stickers on the flap that really opens up, and it made it like heavy, and the stickers would fall out. So I decided to switch up where the stickers were. That cute little mushroom clip is like a page marker, so I'm going to use it to hold my meal plan sheet in place. Then these cute little bows. I put the paperclip one on there, and I couldn't make the charm one work. I'm not a big charm person. I don't have charms that hang from my planner, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. I decided to put this pin loop on the dashboard itself, so it'll come off later if I want to take it off, but I really like the way that it looked on that pocket dashboard. I thought about adding a second one for the mechanical pencil, but I decided not to because there are 2 pen loops on the planner itself. So I'm just going to add a couple things to the pockets over here. I don't normally keep much in the pockets that isn't useful, but these Simon and Betty cards were so cute, I just had to add them. Then I put the notepad in the pocket as well. Getting close to done here. What I decide at the end of this video is that I need somewhere to store the die cuts, and that led me down a huge rabbit hole into creating shaker pockets and laminated pouches and things like that. So I have a whole nother video coming up this week with a tutorial on how to create shaker pockets and a laminated pocket for my die cuts instead of having them in the original packaging, because if they're in the original packaging, I'm not going to use them. That's what I've discovered. If I have to unstick and stick things, it just drives me nuts. So they're going to go in a pocket, and that video is coming up soon. And this one is just about done, so this is a little flip through of what the planner looks like before the pen. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And there's a little sneak peek at the divider. And I'll see you next time. Thanks!